You picked up your phone to check one thing. 45 minutes later, you are still scrolling. You do not remember deciding to keep going. You do not remember choosing to stay. You just did. That was not an accident. That was engineering. The platforms you use every single day were designed by some of the most brilliant psychological engineers on Earth, with one singular goal. Not to inform you, not to connect you, to capture your attention and hold it for as long as physically possible. And they are extraordinarily good at what they do. In the next 6 minutes, I am going to show you exactly how it works, because the moment you understand the system, you stop being controlled by it. How they hijacked the most powerful system in your brain. Deep inside your brain is a structure called the nucleus accumbens. It is the center of your brain's reward system, and it runs on a chemical called dopamine. Dopamine is not the pleasure chemical. That is a common myth. Dopamine is the anticipation chemical. It surges not when you receive a reward, but when you expect one might be coming. This is the key to everything. The pull to refresh feature on your phone, that gesture where you drag down and wait to see what appears, is a slot machine, literally. It was designed to replicate the same psychological mechanism that makes slot machines the most addictive gambling device ever created. You do not know if the next pull will give you something exciting or nothing at all. That uncertainty, that unpredictable reward, triggers a dopamine surge every single time. You are not weak for falling for this. You are human. And your brain was never designed to resist a system this specifically engineered to exploit it. Manipulation technique number 1. The infinite scroll. Before infinite scroll, social media had pages. You reached the bottom. There was a natural stopping point. A moment where your brain could disengage and make a conscious decision to continue or stop. Infinite scroll removed that moment entirely. There is no pause. There is no natural exit point. The content simply continues forever, ensuring your brain never receives the signal that says, "We are done here." This was not a design convenience. It was a psychological decision. The inventor of infinite scroll, Ozzy Raskin, has publicly stated that he regrets creating it. He estimates it causes approximately 200,000 additional hours of scrolling per day globally. Every second of that time is attention being harvested from human minds. Manipulation technique number 2. Variable reward. The most addictive systems in existence do not give you a reward every time. They give you a reward sometimes, unpredictably. Sometimes you post something and it gets hundreds of likes. Sometimes, almost none. You never know which it will be. That unpredictability is not a flaw in the system. It is the system. Your brain responds to variable rewards the same way it responds to gambling. It becomes obsessed with the next pull, the next check, the next notification, because maybe this time, it will be the big reward. This is why people check their phones an average of 96 times per day. Not because they need to, because the variable reward system has conditioned them to. Manipulation technique number 3. Social validation loops. Humans are wired for social approval. It is evolutionary. Being accepted by the group meant survival. Being rejected meant death. Social media weaponizes this wiring completely. Every like is a microdose of social approval delivered directly to your brain's reward center. Every comment, every share, every follower gained. And every post with low engagement delivers a microdose of social rejection, triggering the same neural pathways as physical pain. People are not just checking their phones for information, they are checking to find out whether they are accepted or rejected, dozens of times per day. And the emotional volatility that creates keeps them coming back constantly to regulate themselves. Manipulation technique number 4. Fear of missing out. FOMO, fear of missing out, is not a modern invention, but social media amplified it into a psychological weapon. Every story that expires, every live event happening right now, every post showing a life that looks better than yours. The platform creates constant, low-grade anxiety that something important is happening somewhere and you are not part of it. That if you look away, even briefly, you will miss something that matters. This anxiety is not an accident. It is a retention mechanism. Anxious people check more. Anxious people scroll more. Anxious people stay on the platform longer. Your anxiety is their revenue. Manipulation technique number 5. The algorithm is watching you. Every second you spend on a piece of content is data. Every pause, every rewatch, every skip, the algorithm watches all of it and uses it to construct a profile of your psychological vulnerabilities. It learns what makes you angry, what makes you fearful, what makes you feel inadequate, and it feeds you more of exactly those things, because high-emotion content generates the highest engagement. This is why social media tends to make people more anxious, more angry, and more extreme over time. Not because those people changed, because the algorithm learned what keeps them watching and fed it to them relentlessly. You are not using the algorithm. The algorithm is using you. So how do you take back control? Step 1. Make the invisible visible. Check your screen time right now. Most people have no idea how many hours they are actually losing. Awareness is the first disruption to an unconscious habit. Step 2. Remove the variable reward. Turn off all social media notifications. Every notification is a trigger designed to pull you back in. When you remove the trigger, the compulsive check loses its power. Step 3. Create friction. Delete social media apps from your home screen. Move them to a folder. Add a password. Make accessing them require a deliberate decision rather than a reflexive swipe. Friction is one of the most powerful behavioral change tools in psychology. Step 4. Replace. Do not just remove. The brain does not respond well to pure removal. Replace mindless scrolling with intentional input. A book, a podcast, a skill, something that feeds your mind instead of harvesting it. These platforms are not evil, but they are built by companies whose survival depends on your attention, and they will take as much of it as you allow. Your attention is the most valuable thing you own. Every hour you spend scrolling is an hour you are not building, not learning, not creating, not becoming the person you are capable of being. Guard it like it is everything, because it is. Subscribe to Mind Vault. Share this with someone who needs to hear it.